kind of for the same reason.
Oh, I didn't watch that, but... Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It's a best-of-7 finals. We have got the man who sweated it out against Hero in an epic best-of-5. It's ByuN.
I mean, how fair is it, honestly, that ByuN has to fight 2 seconds after taking down Hero in a best-of-5? And in the top left, he's been waiting around a while. It's Solar from Onside Gaming.
Yes, we did have a short little break there. It's nothing that ByuN's not used to, though.
No, that's true.
But yeah, Solar, he was kind enough to at least wait and be like, yeah, you guys can totally play. You guys can totally play Hero versus ByuN first, and hopefully Classic shows up. And usually the player actually does show up. They're just a little bit late.
Yeah, it's happened a bunch.
Yeah, like it's happened tons of times that we've swapped the matches around. This is, I think, the first time that the player just hasn't shown up, I think.
No, we've had that happen to us before.
Yeah, but like swap the matches and then not hear anything from them. Like,
Yeah, like ever? Absolutely.
Maybe like once or, but like usually the player shows up like 90% of the time, I think.
Yes, I'm just saying this isn't the first time.
Yeah,
that's all.
It's been a while since we had an honest like no-show.
It is definitely true. So ByuN's doing what he usually does in this matchup these days, which is multiple Reapers on the opening, anywhere from 3 to, I've seen him go up to like 10 or 11 with this. Depends on how well it's going for him, I feel like. So Solar should be ready for Reapers. I mean, if he's paid attention to ByuN's TvZs at all over the last couple of months, he knows what to expect here. And he went for the Extractor Pool opening, so...
He's a smart cookie, is what you're saying?
Yeah, he sniffed. He didn't sniff anything out. He just knows what ByuN likes to do right now, so that's all it takes. Kind of like how Cyril's been going Extractor Trick 15 hatch against a lot of Protoss to avoid getting hatch blocked.
Yeah. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning in. We've had a great viewership for this event.
Definitely.
Yeah, make sure to hit that 1-up button if you can. Use the Match Reno coupon code. It's in the little blurb there on the side. And yeah, this is a great game so far, as ByuN goes for the bit of a cheesy opening.
What does ByuN want?
I do not know.
Apparently, according to Google Translate, that meant 247.
24/7?
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe he's asking the opening? Who knows? Are you using like Google Lens to translate that?
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Trying. Couldn't get that one. Yeah, it's kind of hit and miss, but it's pretty interesting. And remember when I was like, it's a lot of Reapers, and it totally wasn't? That was cool.
Yeah, that was just straight up bait.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what happens, I guess, when the Zerg opens up with the early pool.
Yeah, you're not going to keep making Reapers against that. So, I mean, that's the nice thing about opening Reapers, is you can swap it over to Marines and Marauders instantly.
Yeah, and ByuN's wise in that regard. He made 3 Reapers. He lost 1. He's got 2 left.
Yeah.
So if you look at the actual worker count, like, it's pretty much where it should be. And then the Terran's going to have a very quick stim behind this.
Yeah, that's the deal. I mean, I don't know. I feel that frustration from Zerg as a Zerg player sometimes, where it's like, okay, I dealt with the Reapers, the 5 or 6 Reaper opening, that was tough. Oh, and now they've got 20 Marines with stim, and it's like, ah, yes, of course.
Yes.
It's an easy thing to do.
Yes. It is a big deal that ByuN actually like cut at 3 Reapers. He could have easily made 4 or 5 or 6, and then still got as little done as he did with 3. So, good choice there from ByuN.
Yep.
Okay, ByuN gonna bring the Reapers with his Marines when he does move out. He's gonna be looking for those nasty KD8 charges to bounce the entire Zerg force around. 6 Banes on the way here for Solar, sieging up on that ramp.
And the banelings are going to finish. That's a big deal. They don't have speed yet, but they're on creep, so they're pretty zippy.
ByuN's actually just turning around.
Sometimes you can do that. You just kind of force a bunch of units out of a Zerg player, and then they didn't make drones. Oops.
Yeah, to sort of gush a little bit over ByuN today, like his decision-making of when to commit and when not to has been great.
Yeah, he's really been on top of his game there. His reaction time hasn't been super impeccable the whole time, but that's asking a lot.
It is, yeah, but just like Lesser Terrans would have gone in there.
The trap. The trap!
He bounces the Bane.
But everybody's gonna die! Oof.
Yeah, I was just gushing over ByuN, and then he's like, alright, there goes my 18 Marines. Thanks, ByuN.
He didn't commit to anything, though. All he did was, like, walk around off creep. That should be safe. Solar's a madman.
It's true, but ByuN was caught off guard a little bit. You talked about his reaction time. If he was paying attention there, he could have stimmed and ran and...
Right, and that's what I'm saying. It's not a decision-making thing. His decision-making was fine. He just didn't react perfectly to Solar deciding to engage off creep there.
Oh, no, you could have got the 4th, I feel, but he decides not to.
Tiny window. Tiny window.
That was a minute window.
Yeah.
Okay, where's Medivacs at? There's Medivacs. Tanks coming on in, so ByuN lost a lot of Marines, but he's still confident enough to go for a bit of a push at the front. The Zerg is going to be panicking a little bit here. Solar probably going to need a wraparound or something to deal with this. More Marines, Medivacs, and the tank getting sieged up. It is just one tank for now, though.
Yeah, those tumors getting picked off, pretty big deal. Cervical hook's not quite done yet. Nice wraparound, beautiful. Forcing a pickup, forcing him out of there, buying more time for Baneling speed to finish. Oh, thanks to your own for clicking the claim button on Matcherino. And yeah, I think ByuN is going to get shoved off this perch. Yeah, that tank dies. And who's going back in here? I don't know about that. A lot of your Marines are stimmed. Speed for Banes is 5 seconds away, and yeah, I think this pressure's over. I think Solar's handled it just fine.
Yeah, I think so.
Little dicey for a second, but nothing Solar hasn't ever seen before.
Okay, another tank, another Medivac coming on in here. But if the first attack doesn't work, the second attack is probably not going to work a little bit less. Yeah, like, there's the scan for ByuN. He's going to move in, but there's a good Baneling count for Solar. They've now got Baneling speed. ByuN has good micro, but to micro against this many Banelings stepping onto creep, it's just not really doable.
Nope. Like, I appreciate the endeavor here, but no. Solar's got some dudes ready to wrap around here, too, down to the south. Dude, that tank's really vulnerable, but the drop of the main's super annoying.
Yeah. Doesn't get the Overlord, so far this drop's come up with nothing. He's going to settle for the spawning pool, it looks like. Oh, he's got to lift up, though, and he does. That's going to put Solar in an odd spot of having way too many resources. I guess he can just morph Banes out of the lings he already has to spend his money. While he waits for that pool to rebuild. Okay, that tank shelling away on the Queen still. Somehow it hasn't been cleaned up.
There's the wraparound. Because it's dead now, that's why. Oh, good escape from these lings. The surround attempt by Solar is kind of garbage here, actually. He's not even... There you go. Now he's making an effort at it. And forces the pickup and the connection there. All right. So what do we got? 50 worker counts about even here. Solar, I think, is doing all right. Drop coming in, he was natural base, though.
Ooh, okay. ByuN with those Medivacs repositioning. He got the spawning pool first drop. He's going to be looking for...
Transfuse? Nope. Melee attack level 1 denied. Sick play. And maybe going to drop in the main base and go after the spawning pool again. Who knows? He's back in the main base, though, of Solar.
Yeah.
Or he was until he picked up and boosted out again. See ya.
ByuN controlling 3 different armies right now. Gets the drop-off. Kills a decent number of drones at the 4th. Going to have to get out with that. All the while he's pushing up towards the top right.
Wow.
Getting more drones under his belt. There's the drop in the main as well. Being threatening that. Won't get too much done. This other drop's going to move in, of course. ByuN is just multitasking a lot right now. How long he can keep it up remains to be seen. But
Yeah.
man, is he trying.
Solar's not dying to this, which just goes to show how good Solar is. He's not one of the top 4 Zerg players on Earth, but he's pretty solidly 5 at this point.
Yeah.
Sending into Solar's main base again. That all gets cleaned up, picked up, whatever it is. Alright, so Medevac dies, so that's the end of that shenanigans. Yeah, Solar's taken some drone kills. 17 have gone down, but at least it's at 72 workers. Like, remember, it used to be just Raynor that could recover from a ton of economic damage.
Mm-hmm.
And every other Zerg player is like, I can do that too now. Although that 5th base going down really sucks for Solar.
Yeah, I feel like Solar does struggle a bit in these positions of trying to just fend off the Terran when they get the ball rolling. Like right now, ByuN just lifts up. He's going to get on out of there with all those units. He just killed off the base on the right. There's still a Medivac in the main, and of course he's going to go in with it.
The Queen can't kill that Medevac fast enough, that's for sure.
Definitely not. Does ByuN save those Marines? He saves 3 of them, so that drop's going to keep on going. He's now got to drop towards the bottom left. Marines moving in towards the 12 o'clock base there for Solar.
This is what happens when you don't have a Spire.
It's true.
Pick you apart, man.
And ByuN does
Hydras are fine, but like... I mean, Hydras are okay, Queens are okay at killing Medevacs, but nothing compares to a bunch of Corruptors or Mutas chasing those suckers down.
Yeah, a lot of Zergs get away with this sort of thing with the Hydras and just the heavy link compositions by putting aggression on the Terran. There has been 0 aggression on ByuN this game. Oh my gosh, those Marines slaughter the Lings with their 2-2 upgrades. ByuN having the upgrade lead because he notably sniped the +1 attack earlier. Drop now towards the 12 o'clock again. No drones mining there. 7 more drones going down. This drop's still going on. ByuN pushing his luck a little bit as he's going to fly into those Queens, but most of the Marines are going to get unloaded, so...
Hey, whatever works, man. Drones just keep getting trickled and picked off and...
Oh, man.
But at the same time, I'm looking at Solar's numbers, and like his army is at a decent size, his economy is doing all right.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting up a 5th base. He's only on 58 drones.
63. Aha! 10 drones popping now. He's going to be at 70.
Just Zerg things, but...
Yep, just ZergThings.com.
ByuN has been going for the aggression, and it's all mounted to this push now, it would seem, as he's going to step onto creep with a very large force. Solar, can he deal with this? What's his Bane count? 16? He's morphing another 10? I mean...
that seems okay.
And the Zerg can all of a sudden flip this.
Yeah, Vipers are popping here too, but they're not going to be part of this battle. Nice job with taking those Baneling shots on those Marauders. It's exactly what you want to do.
ByuN
not
mental.
Not quite committing up this. The Marauders at the front all get picked off here. Adrenal's on the way, and that's going to be a big game changer here from Solar. This group's all going to die. Most of them are going to die.
Okay, those Zillmine's going to burrow. ByuN realizes he's not able to kill Solar, now taking some counter damage.
Is ByuN back in the main base of Solar again? Okay, that Medevac I think finally died.
It only
Holy
took
smokes.
10 Queens and 2 Vipers to get rid of that drop. Okay,
yeah, ByuN's up big time. It's going to take some serious Baneling hits. Hydraling Bane, I like it. Medevacs get abducted, and both of them do die. That's big from Solar. Medevac count getting wiped out is excellent. Adrenal's 5 seconds from completion. The Ling effectiveness is going to jump up by about 35% here, which is huge, especially against these Marines and Marauders. And, I mean, Solar is in a tough position. Don't get me wrong, but... I don't know. I think he's got the tools to maybe claw his way back here.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy, though, as ByuN is not letting up.
No.
I love the fact that as soon as ByuN realized he couldn't make a big push work against Solar, he just decided to go back to dropping and hitting all the bases.
Yeah, just split up.
And now it looks like he's going to try again, this time with a lot more Marauders in his army, which will definitely do him wonders. The Baneling count for the Zerg is down to 13 this time. And now ByuN is moving in towards this base, which is undefended. Other than those 2 lurkers, he's going to stim on in. He's going to snipe down those lurkers, getting mines set up. This base is going to go GG.
Yeah.
ByuN takes game number 1.
That was some relentless aggression out of ByuN. That is some of the most relentlessness I've seen out of a Terran player in a long time. That was amazing. Woof. Aki Googled for us, and she found out that justsearchthings.com is available as a domain for 15 bucks.
Okay, who's gonna put up the 15 bucks and make the website?
Justsearchthings.com.
Phoenix of War also posted in the Discord the statement from the Microsoft exec, I think it was, just about making more StarCraft content.
What'd they say?
How there's big potential for it.
Ooh, all right.
That merger could be stuck in legal hell for a long time.
It could. I thought Europe was like whatever, and Europe bailed.
The reasons for them blocking it are so arbitrary, though. It's like they said it's because it would give Microsoft like an advantage for cloud gaming,
right,
over like Nvidia, and it's like Nvidia doesn't do any cloud gaming.
Exactly. What are you even talking about? I don't know what they're talking about.
It's one of those things. It's I don't care too much about that. Let big companies do whatever they want, but I'm cheering for the thing that gets me more StarCraft content sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I mean, ever since it's been longer between StarCraft 2 and today than it was between Brood War and StarCraft 2, I've been feeling that, so...
Ooh, that's a hard one.
It's just been getting worse, so yeah. Alright, bottom left on this beautiful snowy map, it's Onside Gaming's Solar. I really would love to see him get a Spire in this game. I'm just saying.
Yeah, bring
Zerg
on the
players
mutas.
They hate doing it these days. I don't know why.
It's ByuN. Yeah, it's just mutas are pretty expensive, right?
They are, and they're really vulnerable to flying over a bunch of Marines or Widow Mines or Thors, and they can get killed pretty easy. I don't know. I've always liked Corruptors for that reason. Corruptors are pretty tanky, especially against Marine shots.
Would a potential like change to the mutas be to make it so that, say, they cost like, I guess it's not really a thing to make something cost like 90 gas, but make it cost like 75?
I mean, that would be a massive buff to Mutalisks. But I don't know. We're not really seeing them these days, are we?
No, not really. So maybe that would be something we could see in the future.
Where's Rogue? We need to cast more Rogue. He'll still make mutas. He's crazy.
I don't know. Last time I checked it on Rogue, he had like 75 roaches and was winning GSL. So
that's true. I'll just never forget Rogue style TvZ, where he just makes 300 mutas, loses 275 of them, and wins the game anyway. He's insane.
Love that, and that's why I'm all for for a cost reduction instead of like a buff. Like, don't make less mutas better, just let Zerg make more mutas, so they can keep losing tons of them, but it'll be fun to watch. Right.
I mean, the Widow Mines don't really care if you have 12 mutas in that stack as compared to 10, but yeah. Splash damage is splash damage.
Yeah, or I guess they could like reduce, like, say, the air upgrades for the Zerg, like the cost or the research time potentially.
Sure, I'd be okay with that.
Maybe reduce like the armor cost so that they're more tough. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder how much it would take. Man, I wonder how much it would take so that a Widow Mines wouldn't just 2 Widow Mines wouldn't murder infinite Mutalisks, you know?
That's a good question. I don't know the math on that.
What's the math on that?
ByuN going for a 2-Rax opening. This is smelling like a 2-1-1. ByuN, you crazy
more aggression.
ByuN is just nuts. He's like, yeah, I'm ByuN. I'm gonna do the same build I've been doing for almost 10 years at this point.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Deadling.
First blood. Yeah, so anyway, if the EU stopped blocking the merger and the acquisition of Activision Blizzard, then who's blocking it now? I'm going to Google this.
It's a good question.
Microsoft acquisition. Oh, the first result is acquisition of Skype. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, that's a very old article. That's like 20 years ago at this point.
Yeah. Well, maybe not, maybe 10 or 15, but yeah, it's a long time. The U.S. Federal Trade Commission also said it will attempt to block the deal. Lame.
Why? What do you people want?
I know. PlayStation chief Jim Ryan stated that Sony would feel unable to share confidential details of its next console with developers at Activision if the company were bought by Microsoft, the direct competitor.
That's such a non-argument, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, they can't share they won't share confidential details with companies that Microsoft already owns.
Right, and there's a bunch of those.
So it's like, how's that grounds for... I mean, I get it, like, the whole... Yeah.
Well, somebody countered and said, how did Sony work with Minecraft developer Mojang after its acquisition by Microsoft, right?
That's a good point.
Derp. So you already know how to do this. A U.S. judge blocked the acquisition. There's a hearing that was scheduled for a couple days ago. Wonder how that went. Anyway, we'll come back to this game. Regardless, the U.S. is trying to stop it too.
Yeah, I don't know. We definitely do need more antitrust stuff when you look at like ISPs and stuff like that. But leave Starcraft alone.
Yeah, that's the thing. All I care about is Starcraft being given to a developer who cares about Starcraft. That's all I want. Because Activision doesn't give a crap about it. Because they can't monetize it to hell and back like it's done with Candy Crush and Call of Duty and stuff.
God, Candy Crush is just such a good meme, honestly.
It's like brings in $1 billion for these dudes every year. It's insane. Yeah, if Activision was doing stuff with the StarCraft IP, I'd be like, okay, fine, but they're not. They're just sitting on it. So in that case, I don't know. I kind of feel like I'd like a law where if you're not using an IP that you own in the video game industry, it just goes into a pile somewhere and you can like bid on it as other companies.
Yeah, that would be interesting. It would be kind of like, we'd probably just end up with a Fantastic Four type situation though.
Okay.
Which they put out a bad Fantastic Four movie every 7 years just because if Sony doesn't do that, they lose the IP back to Marvel.
Yeah, that's their Spider-Man thing too. Yeah. Truth. Solar Ling attack at ByuN's front door. Nope. That gets shoved away. Nice wall. Well done.
Yeah, Solar's got a lot of Lings on the other side of the map, and ByuN is killing off a base, but Solar's on kind of just thinking ahead of this and is like, alright, I'll take another one.
It's all good. I'm not going to make a Spire, though.
Nope. That would make Vulcan too happy.
Yep.
Lots of Banelings. Tank getting a shot off on most of them, so the Marines are left there to engage the Lings. They're very stimmed as far as the bio goes.
Tanks die, and yeah, Queens can fight against this many Marines that are that overstimmed. Well, except they're off creep. But creep receding bad.
Yeah. I mean, that trade was okay for ByuN, but Solar's got another 4th base about to finish up, so it's not terrible for him. The question is this follow-up attack, which is just some more Marines, another tank. And then a drop. Solar's anticipating that, however. If we take a look, he's got a Spore Crawler going up there, which is huge. It's not done quite in time, though, which is wildly unfortunate for the Zerg. I love the fact that he chose to do it, but just poor timing that it's not done yet.
God, did he just juke out and juke back in?
Of course he did. That's all he did last game, and it won him the game.
He didn't even go anywhere. He's like, I'm leaving. Just kidding. Like an instantaneous pushback. Yeah, he's insane. All right, so cool. This is just a bit of a remake of the first game here. Lings, Banes, Queens. Gonna add some Hydras in, some Lurkers maybe. And then ByuN's gonna try to pick this apart. He's dropping it Solar's natural base now.
Solar's gonna be bald at Home Story Cup because of ByuN making him pull out his hair.
Thanks, Juicy Games, for the 25-cent dono.
Ooh, yeah.
Thanks, Aki, for calling that out, too.
Hit up that Matcherino, ladies and gentlemen. You can literally save esports.
All by yourself.
Scan goes down. Just going to clean up some creep, but all in all, ByuN's not getting a lot of engagement going on.
You know what would be really good here is some fungal. Just on that group of Marines. Walk.
Just pull an infester out of his pocket and just...
Yep. Whoop. I mean, he's making an infestation pit, so...
Okay.
Not impossible.
It definitely wouldn't be bad. Probably just for a hive and adrenal glands, though.
Yeah, probably. Ultras are bad, so you know it's not for that.
Are they
it's for a
bad?
hive, yes. It's for a hive and adrenal glands and seismic spines and adaptive talons. Those are the things the hive is for. Broodlord's bad, Ultra's bad.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen some Broodlords.
Yeah. I mean, they increase their speed, so that's nice, but I still don't ever see them used. What's it going to take to make Broodlords viable? I don't know.
They're just such
That's the other thing Cyril used in that game, was Broodlords. It was easy. It's just they're such great targets for snipe. They're still too slow. They can't really retreat from positions at all.
It's the free unit conundrum, though. Like, they're either incredibly OP, or they're just garbage.
Right, but they're only incredibly OP at, like, Diamond. They're never incredibly OP at the pro level.
Yeah. Yeah, now
like
that snipe is better.
Yeah.
But still, like... if I don't see them buffing Broodlords in a meaningful way that we see them sometimes. If they buff them, we're going to see them all the time. Or
I don't
never.
know if I want that. These drops, man. Oh, infestation pit getting burned down would be nice.
Okay,
although, I don't know. He doesn't really need it anymore. Hey, dude, start Adrenal. Do it for me. Come on, you have a high. There it is. There's the Adrenal.
Yeah.
Thanks, Solar. Solar stream sniping.
2 Vipers on the way as well. ByuN's pushing on the left, on the right. Can Solar keep up this time?
I mean, he's got more stuff than he did, although losing this hatch really sucks.
Oh,
see
does
ya.
he lose it?
Yes.
Duh.
What?
Duh. No.
That was like 1 extra target fire, ByuN. What are you doing?
Okay, he loses this one, and ByuN will be back in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but he's going to drop over here behind that mineral line and kill it.
Okay, Widowmine's going off.
Friendly fire.
Friendly fire, yeah. ByuN's waiting, Solar's waiting.
Yeah, this whole Lingbane Hydra thing has really been a thing just because there's no real good snipe targets for ghosts.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Okay, that drop did not get cleaned up.
No.
Nice target fire on the Baneling. Hydra is trying to chase down. Medivacs can't quite do it, boys. Sorry. Better luck next time.
Vipers toss down some parasitic bombs. Nicely done.
Ooh. 2 Medivacs go down to that. That's a good way to get rid of Medivacs. Okay.
ByuN is going for it. The Banelings are going to greet him. It's not going to happen, ByuN.
Nope. Okay. Wow. I'm really impressed Solar's held on to that base. I thought for sure it was going to die in the last 2 minutes.
He absolutely needs to, seeing as how he lost his 5th base. And with ByuN and on the map altitude, it seems that it's going to be very hard for him to get up that 5th. ByuN's getting up a 5th. Solar is not. So I guess Solar's just got to hold out to Lurkers, which is why we see ByuN anticipating this with a Ghost transition. It seems that even though ByuN's not getting any big victories, he's still just winning.
Yep, and this is just the style, right? You're not necessarily wiping out the entire army, but you're just getting tiny little victories over and over and over again. It adds up, and then suddenly you're up 20 army supply, and Zerg player's on the back foot and can't get a 6th base to save his life, and he's desperately trying to get to lurkers, but can they even make a difference when they show up?
Probably not, because 4 ghosts are on the way at a time.
Right.
And that's the hard thing is Zerg, like, for Solar securing a 5th base at this time almost seems impossible.
Right. And I don't know. I don't feel great about investing anything into lurkers in the current meta.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to spend your money somewhere, though.
Yeah, well, max out on Hydroling Bane then. Get some Vipers, some Infestors, call it a day. Hive Snipe.
Yep. Solar defends his 3rd, but then he loses his main. Parasitic bombs go down, but the Zerg is just out of resources. GG. ByuN is able to take the game.
Yeah, Solar needs to switch up what he's doing, because that's 2 games in a row where he pretty much went for the same strategy, and ByuN was just better than him. So
he really does. And it was a while ago that we saw... It was quite a while ago that we saw ByuN play Solar last time, but I think it went pretty much the exact same way.
Again, if this was any of the 4 Zergs ranked higher than Solar and Aligulac, I think it'd be a
100%.
much tougher match for ByuN here.
Yeah, because finding damage against them is way harder than finding damage against Solar.
Right. And I mean, it's tough. It's tough for Solar, man. You're the 5th best Zerg player in the world, which sounds amazing, but there's a pretty solid gulf between Solar and the other 4 Zergs.
Yeah.
Noticeable.
Yeah.
I don't know. He did make it to the quarterfinals of ESL Summer, which is pretty rare for him. He usually only makes it to the round of 8.
Did he semifinals? Or?
Semis, yeah. He made it to the semis.
Good. Well done, Solar.
Yeah, he doesn't usually do that. So I don't know. Maybe he's getting better.
It's one of those things. Like, he has a decent run every now and then.
For sure. He just very rarely... I don't think he's ever made it to the final of a Premier, has he?
Oh, 100. Yeah, he's... Like, years ago, he won, like, SSL.
Okay.
He's always had hard luck in GSL. He won, like, a DreamHack or 2.
All right. Fair. Thank you, Kashim93, for clicking the claim code button. Appreciate it.
Yay.
Top right, Onside Gaming Solar.
And in the bottom left, it's ByuN.
Doing ByuN things.
And thanks to Aki for pointing out whenever someone hits up that Matcherino.
Yeah, thanks, Aki.
Okay, Command Center first from ByuN. Which, after opening with Reapers multiple times, it's gonna make Solar a little bit sad.
Yeah, and the Zerg player is never going to scout this because they will not drone scout to save their lives.
Nope.
So just mix in a Command Center first every once in a while, Terran players. The Zerg player is not going to do anything about it. Never a single time. Unless they blind pull first at you, but...
Yeah.
Pretty rare. Pretty rare outcome for that. Although, I don't know, considering how much ByuN's been opening, right, with this Reaper stuff, maybe he's more likely to get pool firsted than most Terran players right now.
That's true. The problem is it's not even a pool first you need. It's like you need like an aggressively timed pool first.
Okay.
Well, you're right. Like if a Zerg just opens up like a defensive like 16 or whatever the timing is.
Yeah, so like you're saying like a 12 pool.
Yeah,
I'm saying 12 pool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be a 12 pool or something, which is just unheard of from Zerg because if the Terran opens up normally in scouts or whatever, you're just like done.
Right.
It's a hard life.
Truly is. There's not a lot of RNG. But there's definitely some RNG in StarCraft.
Okay, factory on the way for ByuN behind this, so he's going for the command center first into sort of 2-on-1 play.
And let's see if Solar's production tab looks any different than it has for the last 2 games. Just something. Roaches, Ravagers. Roach, Ravager, Infester. Dark did that. It was very cool. Be like Dark.
Yeah, okay, he's opening with quick +1 Carapace.
Okay. I like it.
That's a little different.
Yeah. Helps against those Marines for sure.
It really does. Is there going to be a lair soon? A Roach Warren soon? I don't know, man. Like, it just seems that ByuN's style is... Or did Solar beat ByuN at DreamHack? Or ESL, I mean.
Hold on a second. I got it up here.
Or maybe it was Raynor who beat ByuN.
In the playoff, let's see. Raynor beat ByuN 3-2. Great series, though. And then Solar beat Dark, and then Gumio beat Solar in the semifinals.
Okay.
Because Gumio's having a moment, apparently.
Yeah, good old Gumio. He does that every now and then with his mech shenanigans and stuff.
He was winning with regular old Marines and Marauders, man.
Okay.
Crazy. It is Terran Patch. Terran Patch.
And then he went ahead and took 2 maps off of Serral, which is better than most.
Absolutely. It still blows my mind that before this patch came out, everybody was like, Zerg patch! Zerg's gonna be unstoppable! And then immediately this was not true.
Yeah,
I don't get
is
it.
part of it the maps, though, too?
Maybe. But, like, Terrans have been winning GSLs, they've been winning ESLs. Serral winning this ESL Summer is the first Zerg win in a Premier Tournament since the patch.
Who won the
insane.
last one? Was it Clem?
The last ESL?
Yeah.
Let me pull that up.
Because there's only really been, like, 1 since the patch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. GSL was won by Maru.
Right.
Who won it? Max Pax? The European one? Or was it Raynor? No, it was Serral, I thought. He won the European one.
Oh, yeah. For ESL Summer?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm talking about, like, for all the things.
Well, the problem is there hasn't been a lot of things.
That's true. It's June, though. There's been things. Let's see. ESL Winter. Nope, that's upcoming. Where's the last ESL Winter?
Well, that was before the patch, though, last ESL Winter, right?
Was it?
Maybe? I can't recall.
I don't know. Whatever. I'll look it up later. I'm just saying. Zergs have not been winning everything.
Yeah, that's true. The players who should win things, though, like Maru and Serral lately. Alright.
Yeah, reasonable. Solar setting up for a wraparound here to try to pick off those 2 tanks. Really annoying tank
ByuN's
positioning.
leaving a few Marines behind, though.
He just... once again, slow Banes on creep.
Oh my god, those Marines guarding those tanks is so huge.
It's really big. These tanks would be dead without them. I mean,
They
the
will
tanks are
die,
dead
but then all the queens will
anyway.
die, and oh my gosh, ByuN is just going to kill the 4th base.
Yeah.
Solar losing all those queens. This is just a disaster. Like, ByuN is wiping the floor with Solar here.
Yeah, pretty classic 6.5 minute, 7 minute timing attack.
How's
I just
5 dead
what's weird about
overlords?
this. Not supply blocking Solar, which really speaks to how the game's been going for him at this point.
Okay, how about 2 more?
Yay! Supply blocked!
Oh, poor Solar. Like, I know he's staying in this because he's a pro gamer, but he's just, like, got to be so defeated right now. Like, what do you do?
Counterattack, go! Take a new 4th base.
He sees the timing for ByuN's third. Like, he lost the base. He restarted it fairly quickly. His creep spread is so far back, though. And he lost all the queens, too. Like, that's a disaster. Like, he needs to get these tumors moving right away. Because that's going to be very important to defending that base, potentially, if he even can. He's moving out with his army, so a potential counterattack would be good. Like, sitting back at home and waiting for ByuN to attack him has not been working for him.
No,
so,
not at all. He cannot do Cyril style. That is not how he's doing things today.
Yeah, you gotta get out there, Solar, and there we go. That one tumor going down. The queen's dying is already starting to affect him. ByuN's got 1-1, Solar's got 1-1. This base is just gonna die.
Gosh.
He's not even gonna try and defend it. He's going for a counterattack, but ByuN's got 4 mines there. Like,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Is it just me, or should this counterattack, like, would it have even worked, like, say, 20 seconds earlier? Just right as ByuN's basically just barely moved out with this army, a second, like, and then there'll be less units at home to defend because the production hasn't produced. Like, you got to be razor sharp with these things, but
right. Again, it's a tiny window. So again, it's Infestation Pit for Hive. It's Hydralisk Den for Hydras and Lurkers eventually. But like in the meantime, ByuN's just dropping everywhere. There's nothing to kill these medevacs, really. The Hydras and Queens aren't getting the job done all that well. It's not until Vipers are out they can really start getting rid of those.
The 11 Hydras is a pretty significant number. Groove Spines is on the way, but it's a little bit late. ByuN's got a 4th on the way. He's getting it up an extra factory, 3 extra racks, 2 2s on the way. Okay, tanks getting caught out is big. Cleaning up those is real nice.
Yeah, and shelled by tank on that low ground, though. Not ideal. And then ByuN making another push-up.
Oh my gosh, look at all those tumors.
Yo.
Oh, okay. Really good friendly fire for Solar there. I think a problem here for Solar is going to be the lack of attack upgrades on those Hydras, though. Okay, creep spreading away from this third base, rebuilding that buffer. So many tumors are right there. My gosh, that's a lot of tumors. 5th base going up.
Yeah, Lurker Den, Vipers, Adrenal. It's like he's rehearsing for a play, man. He's just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again here.
Okay, the Banes clear out the mines, but then the Marauders do a great job absorbing all the shots. Of course, there's an attack on the right side while this is going on. Queens are trying to defend. They don't have the damage. They deal with the Medivacs, which is nice. That will allow some Lings to help out here. In comes the Bio. What's the Baneling count? Currently 4.
Not great.
Viper's eating the hatchery, which is surely going to be a target for ByuN. That's not great. Let's see. Ling's getting on top of this.
Samacron in chat. What up, Sami?
ByuN's got a monster attack on the right side. At this point, Solar's supply is really just showing how's he going to defend this army on the right and the army on the left side. It's not going to be easy. That's how those Banelings moving towards to help defend the right, but it's just like, there's just too much Terran now. There's the attack on the left. GG, ByuN, 3-1 lead.
Change it up! Solar, please! I'm begging you, do something different. It's been the same strat 3 games in a row, and ByuN knows what you're doing, and he knows how to shut it down. You just can't let ByuN keep doing what he's comfortable with. You have to change something. Man.
Babylon's going to be the map where Solar makes his stand. It's one of those things, though. It's like in these online cups, like, it would be nice if Solar was going to turn it around, but it's going to be a darn tall order after the momentum has been on ByuN's side to a very, very high degree.
Yeah, I mean, especially when Solar is already kind of on a different plane compared to ByuN anyway.
Okay, both players are ready.
Is my camera gone again?
Oh, darn, it's because I didn't have your, the Discord window up.
Ah, fair. It's all good.
Yeah, I gotta find a better solution for that, because, like, I don't know if it's a Discord thing, nothing can be done, but if it's just, like, an OBS thing, like, the window can be kept active somehow. I don't know.
Right. Right. All right. Top left of Babylon. He's up. 3 games to 0. It's ByuN.
Yay! Yeah. And in the bottom right, representing Onside Gaming. And he usually does pretty good in these cups. It's Solar. But today he's having a tough one so far.
Omicron says, I wouldn't bet a cookie on a reverse sweep if he's really just doing the same thing over and over. True facts. Like I said, gotta switch it up, man. And what's up, Creon Eater? Welcome to the potential ending of our stream today.
Yeah, great username, by the way.
Yeah. Pretty fun. Come on, Solar. I mean, okay, in fairness, he did go Extractor Pool once. So that counts as different,
Oh
I guess.
Gosh, is that the stretch we're going to?
That's it. I was just trying to think of anything he's done differently, and that's the thing. The rest of the time, it's Lings, Banes, into Hydras, into Lurkers, and Vipers, and Adrenal. And none of that has worked. It hasn't come close to working.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying he's doing the same thing at this point, because this is just as standard as it can get. But I'm serious. A Roach Warren, a Spire, something. Is ByuN not expanding? Oh, ByuN.
Well, he'll expand just after going for a dirty proxy or a dirty rush that forces Solar to react drastically.
Yar.
Which is why Solar's having such a hard time right now. Like, ByuN can just macro up behind this. He's going to harass with Reapers. And then in a couple minutes, Solar's going to have to be defending drops from ByuN. And it's just so hard when you're up against a Terran like ByuN, who has practiced this night and day for years.
It just makes you appreciate players like Serral, Raynor, Dark, and Rogue who can handle this kind of thing and like make it look fairly casual, you know?
Yeah, it really does. And Solar is a great Zerg, but in TvZ against ByuN, he seems to struggle a little bit here.
For sure. Thank you, Rob7011, for clicking the claim code button. Appreciate it. 88 charge. Creep tumor dies. Game over. That's it. Losing your first creep tumor as Zerg is just so frustrating.
I mean, it's more acceptable when it's a Terran who's gone for 3 Reapers, but
yeah, that's true.
It's still tough. Reapers going towards the main base, slow Lings. There's like 6 here to intercept them. Okay, 7.
Not enough.
Gonna pop in the main soon, which will help out. The Lings have no choice but to sacrifice their life trying to defend this. At least the Queen's there, so she can potentially get one of the Reapers down. But no, those other Queens have turned around to the natural base, so these Reapers can just keep dancing around.
It's quick evac, heal up, and they'll come back in.
Still no creep tumor up for the Zerg player. He's going to replace that now. Is ByuN going to get that? Okay, no, he's not going to go for it.
I wouldn't. Not
No.
with 2 Queens. So back home, Orbital Command, 3rd base on the way. Stim coming in, and Urubu hanging out, trying not to get hit by some splash damage.
Drone turned into an Evo, which is a cute touch by Solar, electing to build the building that has more HP than the Spore Crawler, because 3 Reapers can kill a Spore Crawler.
True, true. Smart move. frustrating, but, you know, doing the best with what he has in that situation.
Yeah, that was absolutely the right move there by Solar. He didn't take any damage to the Reapers. Well, a drone, 7 Lings, and a Creep Tumor. For 3 Reapers, it's like, alright, that's somewhat acceptable. Another Creep Tumor gonna go down, which is unfortunate, but the Lings will catch the Reapers, it looks like. That's nice. Follow-up for ByuN is actually a 3rd command center with just the small bio push, so just off 2 racks here. Combat
And
shield.
Samicron did do the 25-cent donation. Thank you, Sami.
Yay!
Alright, so it's a Baneling Nest. Come on, Rotor, inspire. Something! Do something! If Solar somehow magically wins by doing the exact same thing he did in games 1 through 3, I'm gonna fall out of my chair. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Just do it a little bit better, I guess.
I guess? I mean, it's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible, but man, it'd be so weird.
Yeah, I mean, get that creep spread going, Solar. Get those Banelings on the way up. He's got the lair on the way, so that'll allow him to get Baneling speed eventually.
Which I'll bet you $100 he's gonna do. Because again, he's doing the same thing.
Maybe that's the mistake he's been doing, spending his money on Baneling speed.
Yeah, skip Baneling speed. John Solo says ByuN's Reapers are slippery. They are. It's true.
He coats them all up in butter.
Yeah.
You know that like instant or that like cooking butter spray.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
like walks around through his Reaper's barracks and just sprays them all down with it. Okay, there's combat shield. 2 medivacs out. Drop phase has begun.
Hey, is it 6.5 minutes? It's time to go. Huh.
Oh boy. Okay, it's all about the queen positioning here from Solar to defend these drops. Really, that's the main thing. There is main tool to shoo these medivacs away. Where are the queens? They're completely out of position.
Utterly lost. They're gonna try to hoof it over to the main base, but probably not. Hang on. Lings do respond in time to shut it down. Good job, Lings.
Yeah, good job, Lings. Creep is a spreading on the left, on the right. ByuN hasn't scanned to clean too much of it up yet. Banelings are in position to force those Marines to load up. So far, so good from Solar. Looking a lot better. Creep is going to be cleaned up, but is Solar in position to force these Marines away?
Yes.
Yeah, so far, a much better defense here from Solar.
Got 76 workers. He's pretty happy with that. Doesn't really have to drone up anymore. He can solely be producing Lings, Banes.
Okay. Baneling speed not yet done. He's going to commit, kill the tank, and get on out of there. Those queens have got to run. Transfuse is going to save them for now. Baneling speed is now finished up, so ByuN all of a sudden maybe a little bit overcommitted, but he snipes down the Banelings expertly. Is there enough Lings for Solar to clean this up? Yes, there is, but it's a lot more blood for the Zerg than if those Banelings had connected.
Preach. 1-1 on the way here from Solar. A bit later on the Carapace upgrade in this game, so that's a difference too. I'm not sure if that's a good difference, but it's a difference. Queen Transfuse kept alive.
Okay, ByuN stepping forward on creep. Maybe a little bit overconfident here as the Lings are now pursuing, but there's a tank that's going to give him an anchor point. And all of a sudden, Solar's now feeling the pressure as ByuN has cleaned out those tumors and can basically just park on Solar's doorstep.
Yep, Hydralisk then on the way. Infestation Pit coming in here too.
Oh, here we go.
Stop me if you've heard this one.
Ling counter attack. Can they get in though?
And not easily. What a beautiful wall.
Oh my gosh, what a great wall. 4th base going down would be huge, but all the Lings are going to feed into those Marines and the tanks. This is enough to give ByuN a little bit of pause though. That's more than Solar's got done in basically this whole series.
The whole series. First 3 games. It's true.
Yeah,
it's kind of sad, but true.
Even ByuN having to respond to those 3 Lings on his supply depot, that's good for Solar. Okay, no more creep has been spread though, unfortunately, so ByuN still does have a pretty good potential to attack. Lots more Lings moving out for a counterattack. Solar saying, hey, that worked out pretty good. There's lots of Banelings here. Queens are going down, but Hydras are coming out to help soon. And the Terran player gets forced back. ByuN's gonna go, there's a lot of missing Zerglings there. Solar comes around from to another location, though he's gonna work away on this command center, force it to lift off.
Alright. Couple SCVs going down. This base is gonna die though, and that's kind of a huge deal. Hydra is trying to deal with it. No. Infantry armor level 2 kicking in. Yeah,
okay.
and just he played a little better, but he did the same stuff, and that just, it boggles my mind. Like at no point Solar was like, I should probably try something different here.
Yeah, GG. I guess with losing that base, Solar, and losing those drones, Solar, and being down 0-3, Solar says that's enough.
Yeah.
I mean, he maybe could have played it out. Like, he definitely did better this game. Like, instead of just being 10 drones dying, it was 10 drones and 10 SCVs dying. But I guess he still was just too vulnerable.
Certainly. It was still an uphill battle for him. He didn't really feel like playing it out, especially down 3-0. And yeah, he just didn't have anything different to throw at ByuN at all. And I don't know. That's got to just be kind of just a helpless feeling, you know? Where you feel like you've got a build you're really confident about in ZVT, and will it work? Okay, it didn't work in game 1, it'll work in game 2, and it doesn't. Then it doesn't work in game 3 either, and you're just like, Yeah. But yeah, I just would have loved to see some Roach Ravager stuff, even if it's maybe not going to work. Something different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, ByuN played very well.
Oh, yeah.
Today.
He was on point today, without a doubt.
Yeah, and that was darn impressive by him, taking down Hero, then just sort of rolling over Solar. It was a very good event. A bit sad we had Classic not show up. Of course, he messages me, "Oh my God," like after we've already started the finals. But that's that's just what happens sometimes. No bad feelings there. But yeah, thanks so much to everyone for tuning in to A Freak World. On your way out the door, make sure to use that coupon code if you have not. All you got to do is go to that link, press claim code, sign in. It adds 25 cents to the prize pool, which will go to ByuN, Hero, and Solar for their great games today. And yeah, do you have anything else to add?
No, you can check us out both on YouTube, at the just youtube.com/FalconPaladin, and LaughNgamez as well. Just search us up on YouTube and Twitter, and Twitter is a good place to see when the next Africa event will be. So, other than that, good event. ByuN taking down Hero, impressive, and getting past Solar. So nicely done, ByuN.
Yeah, great games. We'll see you guys next time for A Freak World 103. Bye bye.
Take care of yourselves. Bye.